Hello, my name's Maria and you're watching The Rich and Simple Living. Today I've done a little teeny tiny Aldi haul and two items from Tesco. So what I've been doing, because in the last vlog I did, I think I'd done a little bit of a haul where I'd got food to take me up a couple of days, up to Tuesday I think it was. I can't remember, I should have looked. I think it was up to Tuesday, so I thought I need a couple more days food to take to the end of the week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, yeah. And a couple more to last to the end of the week. So I thought, what I'm going to do, I've got cash this time and I've got a budget of £20, and I thought, can I get 2 days food with £20? Now, he didn't give me a receipt, so this is what I'm trying to think in my head what everything was and cost and whatnot, because he didn't, well, he never even offered me one or anything. Whether it's because I pay cash, I don't know, because every time I pay by card he always gives me one, but this time he didn't. But I pretty much know the prices of things because it's the same sort of thing I buy all the time. So I went in thinking I need 2 more meals to take me up to the end of the week, and then I'll assess the weekend when it comes. Told you we're on a budget. So I'll swing you around and I will show you what I've got. So this is the little bit I've got. Exclude those things there, they didn't come in with it. They've just been left on the table because Lisa's been crafting. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Yeah, so it's just these little bits that I got. So I thought one of the meals one day we could do was some pizzas. We haven't had pizzas for a few weeks now, for quite a bit now. So I thought we'll have a pizza. So they're quite cheap in Aldi. So that one was £1.10. That's just a basic one. I only eat a basic one. I'm not a big fan of pizza, to be honest, but I thought, well, it'll be okay. We'll do that. So, and I share that with Dean. Dean always asks me, I can't eat much of it. So I thought I'll have a cheese and tomato one. And then I saw these because I wanted a meaty one for Carl, and so I got sweet chili chicken one, because they do these with pepperoni on, but it's just like odd bit here and there, you know, just little bits like that. So it was very basic, and I thought, oh, I want something a bit more meaty, a bit grittier. So these were on offer for £1.29. So I thought for 19p more, you know, it's a lot better one. We've had these before and they are good. So I went with one of them. I got one of them then for £1.29. I had one of them for £1.10, I think it was. £1.09 and £1.10. And then I got a plain cheese one. Again, I think that was £1.09. So I got a plain one for Sean. Got a couple of pints of milk. Now, I think they're £2.40 or £2.42. £2.40, I think they were. They're the 6-pinters. So I got a couple more just to keep my fridge stocked up with it for now, because I don't know when I'll be able to get some more. And then another meal that I thought of, so I got the pizza for one of the nights. Another meal I thought of that's nice and cheap is pasta bake. So I got one of their cheese pasta bakes, that's 69p. Now I've already got pasta. I've showed you before, if any of you see my Tesco hauls, where I buy the great big bags of pasta. So that lasts ages and ages. So I'd already got the pasta, so I thought if I get one of these, it'll make a nice pasta bake, and it's quite a nice sauce. Then I picked a bolognese pasta sauce up for 69p again, and I thought because Sean doesn't eat pasta bake, she can have some pasta loose, and she likes the sauce in a separate dish, so either she'll dip it or she'll eat them separate. It's very strange her eating habits are. She doesn't like things touching or together, but she'll like the sauce. So they're both 69p, which is quite good. And then I'll just come across here to top it with the pasta bake, I got a bag of grated cheddar cheese, which is £2.99. Then Sean would probably have some grated cheese, but she'll have it next to the pasta on the plate rather than everything together and trickled over. And she won't have meat with it either. She just likes plain sauce pasta and a bit of cheese. So it's quite versatile and it's cheap because they were £2.99. Got the pasta and the two sauces were 69p each. So there's my 2 days meals that'll take me to the end of the week. I did pick her a Lush chocolate milk up because she likes them. I don't normally get too many, but she's been complaining of sore throat and everything lately. Well, she's got this cold that's going round. Seems to be everywhere, not just round by us. And she's finding it quite soothing on her throat. And when she doesn't want to eat or anything, it sort of makes her feel a bit better. So I picked another one up for her. They were 95 or 99p. I'm going to go memory. Got a pack of 2 garlic baguettes that will go with the pasta bake. They are 70p, and like I say, you get the 2 in there. That's very good value. Got a cheese spread for Sean for his sandwiches. That was something like £1.20, £1.25, something like that. Wasn't too expensive. And then I just spent just under £80, I think. £80. What am I talking about? 18. Goodness. And he went with 20. That'd be good, wouldn't it, if you could stretch £18 of food, £80 of food into £18. So yeah, 18, just under 18. So then I went across, or I sent Dean across, to pick a bag of sausages up again. So we've got a few more sausages because Sean likes these. And like I said, these are the cheapest. There's 20 and they make a meal with lots of things really. So I picked another bag of them up. They're £1.59. And I needed tea bags because the last time I went in, Dean told me that we were nearly out of tea bags. I can't reach the high cupboards to see what's in there. And so I picked a box of the decaf tea bags up, 80 bags, and they are £1.69. So I managed to stretch it all out. Added a couple of pennies to it, I think it was some shrapnel out of hers, and it made it all up. Spent just slightly over £20, I should say, between it all. So yeah, that's not bad really. So as coming out of Aldi, and I was saying to Dean, it's pretty good going in there to budget because you can actually think about a meal and sort of get it quite cheap in there. So that wasn't bad. And they're not the healthiest thing, pizzas. I mean, they're not the best things. They're all right once in a blue moon. And like I say, we've not had them for a while, so I got them. Sean does eat pizza a bit more regularly because she's very funny what she eats. So we have to be careful with her or she won't eat at all. She's always been like that since she was born. So yeah, that's pretty good. It's quite good because like the garlic baguettes, if you buy the frozen ones, they're more expensive for the same thing. And they are them buying the fresh, cheaper to buy the fresh. Don't know why that is. Whether they put the cost of their electric on for freezing it, I don't know. Possibly so, I don't know. But yeah, it's cheaper to go into the fresh section and get them. And like the sauces, 69p each. They're really good. And milk, I always like to try and stock up with milk. I've got a bag of pudding rice in the cupboard, a brand new bag I've not opened yet. So I've got plenty of milk. I can always make a nice rice pudding in my slow cooker. I normally do like 3 pints of it. And it feeds everybody. And it's really nice. So that's in mind. So yeah, that's my little haul. Like I said, all in all, with the bits on the end, it was £20 and a few pence it was. So yeah, not bad at all really. And like I say, that now keeps me going to the end of the week, and I'll reassess the situation then at the end of the week. Now these things here, I'll tell you what they are. Lisa's been crafting. She's making things for Halloween. So I don't want to lift them up and break them, but it's like bandages. She's got like a golf ball under there, and I'm not sure what they stood on, stop it rolling away. I'm not sure. But I'm not going to touch it because it'll probably end up getting wrecked. And if she's watching this, she'll go, Mum, don't touch it. So I won't. I'm not touching it. But yeah, there's a golf ball under there, something obviously that's stopping it rolling. And it's like bandages, and she's sort of drenched it in glue. It's took a lot of doing. It's took quite a lot of glue. Then having to leave it for a long period of time to dry off. And then when it's dry, she put like marker on for the eyes and that. And then there's like the candles that they'll just light up, the battery ones that go underneath. So I'm not sure how it's all working, but she was on about somehow making them into danglies so she can dangle them. I'm not sure how that's going to work yet, but when she does it I'll show you and we'll see how it actually does work. So she's done them. I'm not touching them. Here, Lisa had bought a white popped pumpkin. I can't touch that, can't damage that. So she's got a nice white pot one, and she bought it Charm 2 colour, and she bought the blue paint, so they're doing it blue. Now you might think that's a strange colour to do, but it's based on something. I'm not sure if it's something called Forsaken or something like that. I can't remember. But they're doing like a part of the garden that's based on this game or programme or whatever it is, and the blue pumpkin is to do with that. I will have to ask and find out what it is. But when I do the Halloween one and I show you outside, I'll know by then. At least I'll be there if I've forgotten to tell me. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. So that's on there because it's had layers and layers of paint, so it's left to dry. And I say with them, they were left to dry. So Lisa should be coming over in the next day or two, and then she'll probably sort them and see what she does with them. That'd be interesting. So yeah, that's all of that. So yeah, like we say, we are on a very tight budget at the minute, very tight. But maybe I'll have a chat about it at some point, maybe at the end of the week if I don't go shopping or anything like that. Maybe I'll talk about what we're doing, what's going on, what we're thinking, and I think there's going to be a lot of changes and, you know, lots of things happening. So we'll see. We're trying to work things out ourselves at the moment, what we're doing. Well, it sounds very mysterious, doesn't it? It's not really mysterious. It's just a case of along the budgeting lines, really, for budgeting. And because, like, we're not near retirement age yet, then you know, we've got to sort of really budget, and because circumstances changed with us, it's made it even harder. So we're discussing all the possibilities of it at the moment. So yeah, maybe I'll have a chat about that when we've got an idea ourselves. Because it is all along budgeting lines, and you know, we're all in that situation where we're all budgeting for something, or you know, got to make decisions on things and all kinds of stuff, really, for various reasons. So it might be useful. You know, it might be just nice to chat to each other about things, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that today because I thought to myself, well, I've been getting money in bits and pieces, and rather than putting it all to one side and do one big shop, I thought, well, I need to just sort of get what I need for now, and we'll take it from there when we get to the end of what I've used. So that's what I've done. So now I've got a couple more days worth of food, so I've got the weekend to sort out then. Oh, do you know, life seems all shopping, doesn't it? Even when you just go once a week, it just seems your life's consumed with shopping. And I know people who do it monthly. I was going to do it monthly, but I couldn't do that now. But I know people that do it. Even then, the life seems consumed with it because you're making menus for the whole month. You've got to think more of every day and more days to think of. So even though you're only doing the shopping once a month, you're thinking a lot more about it and sort of meal planning and everything. So it's not just the shopping, it's all the meal planning. Sometimes I think, oh, wish I was a millionaire and could just go to restaurants and eat every day. That'd be a lot easier. Oh dear. I bet we'd all would, wouldn't we? So that's that. Dean, you're right there. He's still full of cold, he is. Hacking away, still full of it. He's had the cold now for about a week now, and it doesn't really seem to be shifting. There he is, coughing away. It doesn't help, you know, he gets up in the morning and he goes outside with his first cup of coffee because we've got the little bench, well, the little welly box thing by the back door, and he sits on there and has his first cup of coffee. You know, in the morning air does him no good. I keep saying to him, shouldn't go out that early, wait till it warms up.
Bit of fresh air, good.
It's not doing you good though, it's killing you. You've proved that wrong. So yeah, that's what he does. Yeah, he's still hacking away. So far, I've not caught it. Hopefully I don't, but you don't know. I have got a pretty good immune system. I don't often get things that are going round. I don't tend to get colds and that kind of thing. So I've got a pretty good immune system. But I mean, as you get older, it sort of breaks down a bit. So it's not always going to be so good. So, you know, at this time I could get it yet. I don't know. But the difference between me and Dean is, though, I'm more mindful of what I eat and what I do, and he just does anything. And I take vitamins as well. And I think that makes a difference because I take vitamins. That sort of wards things off a bit, I think. And same with Sean, she's always took vitamins and she's never got many things, but she has got this cold at the moment, and I've got a feeling she's not been taking her vitamins as well. But not saying that that's a cure or anything, but I think it does help a little bit, all these kind of things. So yeah, but Sean's got one. I mean, not like her dad's had it. Luckily, it's not been as bad because Sean's asthmatic, and I don't want her coughing in 5 minutes and then not being able to get air. So I do have to keep an eye on her. So we'll see how it goes. But she says she feels a bit groggy, but she's getting better. It's like it gets a cold, and then this sort of grogginess carries on, and it seems like they can't shift it, kind of thing. So I don't know how long it's going to last for. One of my sons has said that they were down with it last week, but they're not too bad this week. So I don't know, but there seems a lot of stuff going around. But anyway, that's all I know for the moment. I just thought I'd show you my little haul and tell you why I've been getting these little hauls, you know, because I'm sort of doing so much at a time what I can afford in little amounts. And it's quite good actually, because it makes you think and see how far you can stretch money. And this is what I was saying to Dean, how good it was coming out of Aldi, because I could stretch that money to make 2 meals, and that's pretty good, even with the little adaptation of Sean having the pasta sauce instead of the pasta bake. So it's quite good. And you know, sometimes it's probably work out cheaper just doing a bit at a time like that, because you're thinking more and you're pricing it up better. I don't know, I've never really done it in bits and bobs before. Another thing I want to do actually is get another good to go bag. I think we're all out of mushrooms now. We ate lots of mushroom things and did lots of mushroom things and froze mushrooms. So I'm tempted now to perhaps get another one. Maybe not be this week, maybe next week or something, and see what we get. So I'd like to do that. I tell you something I would like to do, but it means having the money to be able to do it. I know they're not a lot of money, these good to go bags. They are, what, £3.30 in Lidl's and Co-op and things like that. So they're not a lot of money, but I was thinking it might be quite nice. Could I live a week on 2 good to go bags? Because you don't know what you're going to get. It could be absolutely anything. Could I do a week like that, shopping like that, on just what they give you? So I don't know, I thought that might be a nice challenge to do one day when I get enough money to one side that I can just do it, just in case I have to go out and buy something else if I get something totally useless. Well, yeah, I thought that might be a good challenge to do at some point soon. See if I can get them every day. I don't know whether I want to go and get to the same shop every day, because they might say, well, you're a bit greedy, you're here again. Well, maybe just have a look around what other shops do them locally, and then plan like a little route and try and stick to the £3.30 things, and then see what I get and, you know, what we can do with it. That'd be quite a good challenge. But watch this space, we'll see in a couple of weeks. I've been asked to do a mince pie challenge as well. So I'm going to have to make a note of that. I said we'd wait a few weeks till all the shops started getting them all in properly. So that's something as well. I might make a note what shops are round and about that we go to that's not out of our way, and then perhaps pick a box of mince pies up and say do a challenge, what they're all like, you know, taste testing, what we think, give them marks out of 10. But the one thing we won't do, we won't try the iced ones, because, you know, I get these iced mince pies. Neither of us like the icing like that, so I wouldn't do that, because it'd be unfair on the mince pie to rate it because there's something in it we don't like, so we're not going to rate it very highly because of that. So I'll just stick to normal sort of mince pies, and then we can sort of rate it fairer then. So
challenge you.
you said earlier you didn't like iced mince pies.
No, I'm not keen on it.
There we go. You challenge them. There's no point in challenging something you know you don't like already, is there? Oh. So yeah, like there's two things I'd quite like to do. That would be quite good, I suppose. Don't mind eating the mince pies. Well, yeah, that's something we'd like to do. But we'll see what happens and how it goes. I'll have to make a note of all these different shops, so that's something for me to do. Anyway, I'm going to go. We've been chatting a little while. See all the nice decorations around me. I've been putting more down the bottom for Lisa because she can't stand and stretch on the chair because of being pregnant. It's not a good idea. So like you can see all along the bats, purple and black bats. Can't get my hand to work right. He's put all them up this morning, and some more danglies he's put in there that Lisa left on the table for him to do. So they're all up now. So I found a couple of balloons. They've got to go up nearer the time because they'll go down if I put them up now. So yeah, indoors is ready. It's just the outdoors and nearer the time. But there's a lot of houses, buyers, that's already got all their decorations out. Quite a few houses are decorated. I don't put ours out though because we've got like tombstones to do like a graveyard, and animatronics definitely can't go out because of the damp will ruin them. So we just put them out on the actual day of Halloween. And like if you get wind and you've got all your graveyard done up, they'll just blow everywhere if we have another storm like we had last weekend. So we leave ours till the actual day of Halloween to do them in the morning. So yeah, that's that. I will be back now. Try and come back Friday, even if we just have a chat about things and about the budget and, you know, different things. We'll see what's happening. Who knows? So thank you for watching, and I will see you all being well on Friday. So until then, take care, everybody. Bye.